Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson is going to be entitled Babylon, the Home to the Hypocrites. All right. So the inspiration to do this lesson is the fact that a lot of things that Indians say and do, it does not, their actions do not comply or support the words that they say. Okay. Perfect. One of the biggest things, okay, I didn't even think about this before, but one of the biggest things that actually support that is they say, inclusion. We accept any and all forms of lifestyle, but in actuality, they don't accept. But in actuality, they don't accept the lifestyle that is true. They don't accept the truth. All right, let me get this. Bear with me, Slakia. Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? All right. So no matter, the only time when they don't accept, Babylon doesn't accept all forms of lifestyle is when people are speaking the truth, when people are stating facts. Okay. One way we see this is with this whole, I don't even know if I can say it. This whole alphabet stuff. Okay, so it was gonna be a bit more pinpointed, like a specific thing, but in actuality, it's not just that. It's the entirety of the alphabet movement. All right, and the thing is, when people say, "Oh, there's only X and Y," there's only this and that. All right, then they get mad. They say, "Oh, you're hateful. You're this. You're that." The third one. No one. The thing is, a lot of times, all right, I'll say a lot of times, the people, even these devil Edomites that are speaking against their own people, all right, a lot of times they are not trying to incite violence. They're just stating facts, and I've seen many debates, on it, but people. Esau has basically transformed any type of speech that goes against that mindset or that death style, all right, and they've coined it as hate speech, all right. So it basically, the equivalent to that is being if you don't if you don't agree with the alphabet lifestyle, you are the equivalent of a KKK member, where they actually go out and actually try to harm so-called black people. Whereas on the flip side, people like us, we're not doing anything. As a matter of fact, we can't do anything because we would actually get arrested. And that's also the hypocrisy of Esau, because they are so quick to want to defend their people, but when we say something is going on, someone's trying to hurt us, someone's trying to attack us or whatever, then they don't care and they will let it happen. They will wait until after it happened. Oh well, it was a tragedy. Oh well, this and that, and then 50 years later, then they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we were sorry, but we're not gonna arrest anyone. It's water under the bridge. Like you guys will forgive us. It's fine." And that is what happened with Emmett Till. All right, Emmett Till was accused of doing something or saying something to some random Shedamite, and he got beat. He got tortured to death. All right, and then he died unjustly, and then nothing happened to them, and then 50 years later, still nothing happened to those people. All right, and I'm pretty sure that they're all old, by now. But yeah, they just got away scot-free. But hey, the Lord remembers. The Lord knows what happens, and the Lord's going to punish them for it. All right. So, yeah, basically, it is a hypocritical thing that they do with this whole, protect one group of people, which they aren't. It's not even a group of people. It's just Slakia. They also, being a so-called black person, which is something we were born as, and they equate it to alphabet stuff, which you're not born into that. All right, like these people are making these conscious decisions to do that. All right. Now, let me move on to the next one. So, the next thing I want to point out was, in general, when people are, let me get my note actually. Okay, yeah, Slakia. The next thing was, how they say, oh, slavery is bad. Oh, these other countries. Oh, what was it? Let me get it. Let me get that because. What's her name? What is her name? I need to remember her name so I can find it. Slaki, bear with me, just need to find this. Alright, Slaki, I couldn't find it. Slaki, I couldn't find it, so I guess we're gonna move on. All right. Anyway, moving on. There was something about. Let's see. What are those? Oh, Potes. Alright, god damn. It's Dubai. Like Slack it. Like also that's another thing you need to know. About okay, okay, now like that's Slack it. Before I let this video play, this is something you need to remember or know. You have to be able to do research, not only do the research, but be able to find stuff like this. All right, because like sometimes it does get hard. It does get hard to look for something, but like you need to like get the connect the dots and try to see what leads to this thing. don't know where the frick the video is. I guess I'll just use this. He's probably gonna let it play. Hopefully he doesn't talk over it. All right, here. Oh, I need to put my freaking headphones on.
Okay. No, here's all I'm trying to say. We're in Dubai, so we're not going to say, anything in particular about this country. The only thing that bothers me is when people from first world or developed countries shit on, developing countries for doing things that those developed countries also did in the first place. It's just, a little bit of ignorance. That's all. Not to say that we support. Again, we will have some.
Okay, so there. She said she didn't. There's this. Look, the title of the video is "Both Sisters Defend Slavery in Dubai." When she didn't say that, she did not. Nowhere in this clip, which I think she was deleting. They were deleting a bunch of fucking clips on it, but nowhere in this did she ever say that it is just that the slavery was justified. She just said that these people are fucking hypocrites for going around and saying, "Oh, the slavery in Dubai is this, that, and the third," when in actuality, Babylon did it. Babylon did it. I don't want to say did it first, but just in general, Babylon did it too. So why are you guys talking as if like you guys are? You are at the peak of morality, and like you can do no wrong, when you guys literally did the exact same thing, if not worse. All right, like that's kind of the main point that I really wanted to get into this, because not in addition to this to this clip, all right. There was another thing that I heard, because I hear so many different things. Okay, it's like you have people talking about war. All right, so in war, people complain and saying, I've heard someone say, "Oh, this person was this." Oh, Slacky, I just bring up the exact thing. So there was this YouTube video that I was watching. They were talking about this one game. If I can get it. They was talking about this one game. This, okay, and in the story, there was two. All right, there's two people in charge. There was one person in charge of the handling the enemies. Okay. And he was trying to save as many people as he could, trying to, on the enemy side. He was trying to get the enemy side to, okay, yeah, you guys can move over here. Now we're not going to fight X, Y, and Z, this, and the third. All right, he was in charge of it. And then when his higher-ups or whatever found out about that, they sent this guy, this character, to replace him and to kill everyone that was there. Okay, so, okay, is that an evil thing? Sure, I guess. If you want to call it that, all right. But the thing is, the person that was criticizing it was an Edomite, and the Edomite, it's like the Edomites, all right. They did worse. They go into wars. They put the bomb on Japan. They fucking enslaved us. All right. It was even war. It was just straight up terrible slavery. Look at the track record, look at the history of Babylon, and how are you guys going to have any say in talking any type of trash to someone else? All right, like this is why they're just a straight up hypocrites. And on top of that, there's so many things I cannot keep up with. I need to go in my email now, because there was another thing. I want to say it was in. There was what's his name? It was what is his name? there was an ex-military, someone who left the military. Okay, I can't find it, so yeah, I'm not gonna try to find it, but if I do find it, Yahawadah, then I will post it in the thing. But basically, the thing was the guy that was an ex-military, he was talking about how all the stuff that he thought all the good that he thought he was doing was actually wrong. It was actually not a help. It was not. It's like it was actually not for the betterment of America. It was actually the opposite. Like he literally said that he, after being in the line of duty and learning about all the stuff that they're actually doing, it was eye-opening, and he was, what's it called? I don't want to say traumatized, but he was just like disgusted at the actions that America was taking, not for peace but for evil. Like I don't even remember the exact phrasing that he used, but he literally said that the things that they were doing was just straight evil. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. All right, so if I can, I hope I'm pretty sure it was here. I might have done a lesson on it. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Blah 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 blah. So there's a lot, Slocky. There's a lot of stuff in here, but the main thing. Okay, it's not up here. That they were doing is evil. It's not for the benefit of the American people. And it's not for the benefit of anyone else in any other country. It's purely for the benefit, or just straight evil desires of the elites. All right, that's basically what he was not necessarily said, but kind of implying. So like basically there's no like true benefit or actual purpose that led to the betterment of American life as we know it. All right, so yeah, that is something that was more recent. Okay, and like the fact of the matter, the fact that you have these Edomites that want to act like they are holier than thou, acting as if they're perfect people and they can do this, that, and the third or whatever. It's very much so a slap in the face in the history of what they've done. Like, and they have not done anything to try to make amends for the harm that they've caused. All right, you still have the so-called black people. It's like, number one, you still have the Native Americans in their shit conditions. All right, with the what's it called? I want to say it was Native American women that are the most abducted across America. All right, you have so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the most incarcerated. So-called black people. I think I want to say one of the okay, with the wealth gap being so substantially low, and the so-called black man having like the least amount of opportunity. All right, like they've done nothing to attempt to make amends or try to fix the problems that they caused. all right, with this whole generational wealth, as well as, the lack of opportunity, the lack of a help, especially in education for the so-called black people, all right. And then we're just supposed to take it. We're just supposed to get over it. Or it's just supposed to do this and the third. Stupid, all right. Yet they want to go. Yet they have, okay, helped out other nations, other European nations specifically, when they've been in trouble. Okay, when there was with the Ukraine stuff, refugees, they were accepting refugees when the war was in the first year of the war. And then when stuff happened with Haiti, earthquakes in Haiti, and there was Haitian people trying to make it to America, they turned them away. As a matter of fact, they got freaking not so-called, but slave catchers, makeshift slave catchers to go round them up. They got them on horses, and I think it was whips or something, to go and get them back, to send them back to Haiti. That was crazy. And like they are the righteous people. They are the ones that are at the peak of morality. They are good people. Hell no. Like, these people just need to learn to shut the fuck up. But of course they're not. They're just going to keep on trying to push out their, oh, I'm good, we're good, through this, that, and the third. Bullshit. Matthew chapter 6 from the top. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them, other no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Okay. I want to skip down to let's go to verse 2. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. Okay, so in these first 3 verses, it's basically talking about how people, they're trying to seem like a good person, seem like they're righteous or whatever in front of, so that other people can praise them. Other people can say, oh my God, Esau is so good. Esau is so great. Like, what would we do without him? He is the pinnacle of morality, pinnacle of righteousness. Like, that's the mindset. That's their aim. All right. And we see that also with how they want to push out news articles. Okay, they only put one side of the story to make their enemies seem evil, when in actuality, okay, if you actually listen to the other side of the story, they say that Babylon is sticking their nose in where it doesn't belong. That's number one. Number two, they're trying to impose on those people, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know all that they were saying, but these are 2 of the things that I do remember hearing about. All right. So, with that, they're trying to make people seem like make people see them as the good guy, when in actuality they're not. All right. But they're trying to but they do want that praise of men. They want people to, glorify them. All right. Let me get this. Verse 4, take that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And when thou prayest, verse 6, but thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. Wait, hold on. Alright, so basically verse 4, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. So basically, if they truly did care, if they truly wanted to make things right, they wouldn't be trying to make these publicity stunts or whatever in order to just appease them and say, oh yeah, we're doing something, we're attempting to make things right, so can you please shut up? Okay, just trying to say stuff to shut people up. All right. When in actuality, the truth of the matter is, they have no intentions of making things right. All right, and that's the reality of it. They might do some small things that might seem good, but in actuality, there's a double meaning to it. All right, they still want their praise of men, but at the same time, they still want their praise of men, but at the same time, they still have evil done in their evil in their heart. Okay, let me get that. Sirach chapter 14, verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. All right. So, hey, that is right, as clear as day. So even when they do something like, oh yeah, here's what's it called, affirmative action. All right. Like, oh yeah, we have affirmative action. All companies have to have this amount of so-called black people to work with them, yada yada yada, and then the first people that are going to be fired are the so-called black people. They're gonna find an excuse to do it. So yes, it might seem like, oh yeah, here's a solution that we cause, but in actuality, okay, yeah, you guys can have the leeway to do evil to them. All right, you still have this in terms of an answer to getting rid of them. All right, or still pushing evil towards them. All right, that's the reality of things. All right. Matthew chapter 7, verse from the top. Judge not that ye be not judged, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. So the thing is, number one, judge that ye be not judged. So don't, when you're judging someone, you can't say, oh, I have this beam in my eye. Yeah, but hey, you need to get that beam out of your eye. Like, hey, yo, brother, like, get that out of your eye so you can see properly, so you can judge properly, so you don't, do this X, Y, and Z. All right, and that's the exact same thing that Esau has been doing, in general. Like, oh, you guys had slaves. You guys can't do that. That's wrong. X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. All right. But didn't you guys have slaves? Hey, no, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about us. We're talking about you. You guys have slaves. You guys are evil. You guys are bad people. Like, we don't support you guys. We don't mess with that. But you guys, but they had slaves, and that's the thing. All right. They are hypocrites. All right. Like, they will look at literally anyone else and say all the bad things that they do, when 9 times out of 10, all right, hell, maybe even 10 times out of 10, they did the exact same thing. All right, which we see with this, and how I really don't understand how she had to apologize for making this statement. This is actually insane how Babylon makes you apologize for shit like this. All right, for calling Babylon out on their hypocrisy, and you have to apologize. Esau has got to go. All right. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, DTA Abad Babal, and Shalom.